Welcome to the Bearcat Beat on LSPN, where each week we share conversations about everything that makes Sherman ISD athletics so great. I'm your host, Chris Daly. Sherman Bearcat Athletics represent the heart and soul of our community, where champions are made both on the field and in the classroom. Our student athletes embody the Bearcat spirit through dedication, perseverance, and excellence, creating memories and building character that will last a lifetime. Remember, it's better to be a Bearcat. This is just one of the many amazing things that the Booster Club accomplishes throughout the year for all sports. If you're interested in joining the Sherman Athletic Booster Club, or if you want to purchase some merchandise to show your Sherman Bearcat love, you can visit the website at shermanisd.net under the Athletics tab. All right, welcome back to the Bearcat Beat. I'm Chris Daly, and I am joined by volleyball coach Jessica Dunlap. How are you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing great. Glad to see you again. Sad that the season's over, but it's a great season.
Yes, it was. It was a very good season.
Yeah. So talk to me. 19-19 record. You moved up one spot in district. Did not make the playoffs, but it's getting better.
Yes, yeah. This is the first time since 2018 that we finished 500, and that was ultimately our goal at the beginning of the year, was to finish 500 or better, and we met that goal. Another one of our goals to place higher in district than we did in the previous year, and I'm happy to say that we did that as well. So yeah, we were pretty satisfied. We really wanted that fifth place spot, but we didn't quite get that done, but we were pretty close.
I love it. And I also love the fact that the last game against Denison, it goes 3 games to 2. I mean, what a great finish to the year.
Yes. Yeah, that was a very, very exciting match for everybody, for them, for us, for our fans and their fans. We really couldn't have ended any better. And fortunately, we came out on top. So that was nice.
I love that. So if you were giving a state of the program speech to the audience, to your parents, to the kids, how would you summarize that?
Well, I would say that we ended with a bang, and in the best way possible. It was one of the probably most memorable ways that we could have ended a season, and I'm not sure that anybody will ever forget it.
I love it. But all in all, from all the numbers, all the, rankings, it looks like the program is on an upswing.
Yes, and we are prepared to work really, really hard in the off season. Losing 10 seniors is tough. So we are going to be rebuilding quite a bit in the next couple years. But we're hoping with this realignment, it might go a little bit more, in our favor with the next district that we're going to be in. But, the girls that I have that were on the sub-varsities and the freshman team, they're prepared to step up to the plate and to, rise to the challenge of now being, the big dogs in the program. And so they're ready to work hard.
I love it. And overall, how did the sub-varsity squads each do during the season?
They performed about as well as we did. The freshmen, I think, ended up being 5th place in our district for the freshman level. The JV, I think, ended up 6th place, just like we did. We pretty much, when we won, they won, and when we lost, they lost. So it was pretty clear across the board with the programs.
Got it. Well, I know we're way too far to lock down positions or anything, but talk to me about some of the girls that are going to be stepping into those leadership roles.
Yeah, so I've got a junior that is going to be returning as a middle blocker next year, Kira Reeves. She is, whether she wants to or not, she is going to have to be the absolute dog that we're going to have on the front row next year. Um, Another big one, her name is Jasmine Henderson. She only played back row last year. She's also going to be a junior next year. She's by far probably one of the most athletic kids that we have, probably at Sherman High School, period. And there's a good chance that she's not ever going to come off the floor next year. She is a phenomenal athlete, and she's going to help us tremendously as well. We got a pretty heavy junior class that's gonna come up from the JV. So they're going to have to step up to all of those positions, especially on the front row. I've got a couple freshmen in mind that that are going to be sophomores next year that are probably going to, step into those varsity roles and have to either figure it out or step up to the challenge. And I think they can do it. So
Nice, nice. And looking back at this season again, what are some team stats that you're either really happy with or these are some areas we need to improve on? And I'm talking about, aces or kills or spikes or blocks or digs. What are some of those stats that jump out at you?
um, overall, as a team, we had over 100 aces in district.
Nice.
So that was, of course, going in, I knew serving was something that we were going to have to be really strong at. Also with being really aggressive servers, also comes, a lot of errors, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that happens, but it worked out in our favor quite a bit.
Yeah.
So our over 100 aces serving in district alone was huge. I will say that our block numbers, my two middle blockers, they each had 25 and I think 21 blocks apiece for the district season, and the highest number in the entire district was 29.
Nice.
For a personal best. So we were right there with everybody else in our district. Jada Washington, she put up a huge number for kills. I think she ended with close to 350 kills for the season. So she did really well. I don't really know what our kills were overall as a team. But I can definitely tell you most of our stats were in the positive percentages, which is huge compared to what we've been in the past.
No, I love that. And now that volleyball has grown so much in recent years, and now we've got such huge collegiate programs. We've got professional league now. Have you seen the pipeline growing in terms of participation?
Yes, I have. Of course, it's slowly growing into our area.
Mm-hmm.
There for a little while, we were having to travel down into the Metroplex area, but we're finally starting to get some clubs up into the Sherman area. We're finally starting to see, my middle school girls and my high school girls. The majority of them are finally starting to get involved in club. We're still pulling for our little league volleyball to start back up. The city, we still haven't started the city of Sherman getting volleyball back again, but we're pushing for it, and I think it's only going to be beneficial. But yeah, we're getting there. We're catching up.
Nice, nice. And you talked about your large senior class. What does the rest of the school year, what does the future look like for some of those girls? Do some have some big plans, or do they not know yet?
A lot of them, are still up in the air. Unfortunately, I don't have any of them that want to go on and play college volleyball. I do have one that she is. There's a good chance that she's going to go on a vocal scholarship, pretty much wherever she wants to go. She is a very, very talented musician. So she's going to see huge success with her voice. But I've got one that wants to be a lawyer. I've got one that kind of wants to be a teacher. So, we're kind of all over the place, but everybody wants to continue their education. So that's important.
Oh, I love that. And how about the off season? What does the off season now look like for the girls?
Well, right now, for the next probably 4 to 5 weeks, we are going to grind it out in the weight room really, really hard and do quite a bit of jump and agility, strength training. And then once we, get back from Thanksgiving break and hit right before Christmas, we'll start getting back into the gym a little bit. But right now, we're really trying to get stronger and jump higher. I'm losing a lot of height, and I don't have a lot of height coming. Uh-oh. So we got to be able to jump really high. So we're trying to get better, faster, stronger, and also going to try to fine tune our skills starting in December.
There you go. And how does the day-to-day life change for volleyball coaches?
For me, my day gets just a tiny bit shorter, not much shorter. I'm still planning, just as much as I was before. I want to try to plan the best off season. I'm trying to build a successful schedule for next year. Right now, we talked about it at the very beginning of the year with building a schedule. Mm-hmm. You want to build a challenging schedule, but you also want to build a successful schedule for the girls. You don't want to beat them down before district. So I'm in the process of that, and off season doesn't really slow down any. My day just gets shorter I get to go home about an hour earlier, and that's about it.
Nice. Well, Coach Dunlap, thank you so much. Congratulations on a really good season, and I look forward to talking with you more.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you. I want to thank you for listening to the Bearcat Beat. Each week throughout the school year, you will hear all sorts of great information about all the athletic programs at Sherman ISD. Please do us a favor, like, share, comment, do whatever you can to help us reach more Bearcat fans.
Hey Coach, Lone Star Gridiron has been the leader in Coach's Show podcasts for 20 years, and now you can get your own Coach's Show podcast each week during the season as a fundraiser for your booster club. Yes, booster clubs all over are using these podcasts to help their sports programs. You get to share the stories of your program and your kids to a huge audience and make money. We started with just football, but this year have expanded to make them available for all sports. Call 713-269-4620 to find out the details and get your Coach's Show started.